It's my favorite video of the month where I show you guys off. You guys do some great model railroad work, and I love highlighting my viewers' model railroads. Let's go. A special thanks to these model railroad businesses for supporting the channel in one way or another. Hey everybody, my name's Jimmy. Welcome to Coffee and Trains. Today I'm drinking some Kauai coffee. Really good stuff. And also guys, I got this mug. Several of you asked me. I actually bought this at the North Carolina Transportation Museum, but I would not be surprised if you go to a train show and you are able to find something like this. There's usually a dealer that has something like this, but that's where I got mine. I got mine in the gift shop at the North Carolina Transportation Museum. But if you want to tell me what kind of coffee you are drinking, and hey, if you have a cool mug too, you can write that. You can put that in the comments below, and you just might be featured just like these guys right here. Cheers, guys. This is a virtual model railroad show where I showcase some of you guys' work. If you want to submit your model railroad, no matter what state it is in, you can do that to the email in the description below. I only ask that it is actually physically a model railroad and not just a plan, and that it is, you show me a picture of either the entire railroad or a big section of the railroad if it's a large railroad. So let's start off with Brian Donnelly's railroad.
Brian is giving us a layout tour of his really awesome layout, and this thing just looks phenomenal. You can see all the different videos. Now he has a helix that's hidden in what he calls a bat cave entrance that goes down to the lower level of staging, but I just want to show you some of these layout tour videos, and this is just some great stuff, great detail, lots of great weathering, and it just looks phenomenal. I really like the way the ballast is. I love the flashing lights right there. This is just a great looking layout.
Aiden Levik sent this model railroad in.
Aiden is a younger guy, and he has his layout starting up right now. He's using Bachmann Easy Track, which is a great way to start. A lot of us start and still use Bachmann Easy Track, and it's available at places like Hobby Lobby, so it's easier to get. Now you can see his locomotives right here. He has that classic Bachmann steamer. Looks like a GE U-boat, and then he also has an S4, and he also has the classic SD40-2, which no collection is complete without an SD40-2. And then he got a Lionel set as well, and it has that steamer that they have that's the old model power, and he's also got a Union Pacific GE locomotive there. So keep it up. Can't wait to see more. Looks like he got a lot more going on the layout as well. Great job.
Check out this model railroad from Andrew Shuck.
Andrew has an O-scale layout that he shows the start and the construction of it right here. He's got that grass mat with that Lionel Fast Track on there. And then check out what he's got so far. This is just fantastic. Look at all this stuff. This is one thing I'm envious about O-scale with, is all the cool accessories and everything. I also love the elevated track with the streetcar on there. Great job.
Next up, it's Sean Sutherland's railroad.
Sean's layout is actually his second layout. Last year he sent in an 8x4 oval with a small yard and one industry, and this is one that is an 8x2 switching modular layout, and it just looks great. One thing I like about doing these switching layouts is it really gives you the time and the ability to take in there and really get in some of the details without having to worry about doing that on a larger layout, because people want to do that on a larger layout. And I just love seeing all of these details that he has put in and all of the hard work. So great job, Sean. Love seeing layout number 2.
Check out this model railroad from Russ B.
Now, Russ tells me that he's been out of N-scale for about 30 years, and he decided it's a good time to start up since he's just getting into retirement, and this is the work he's gotten done so far, and it looks really good. You can see he's got that Castro Unitrack, always a good choice. Love that stuff, and you can see he's getting a lot of work done. I love this refinery scene. He's also got the grain elevator scene and all that kind of stuff. Love seeing also this leased power right here as well. Looks good, Russ.
Kenny Castro sent in this model railroad.
Kenny sent in a garden railroad, and you guys know I love garden railroads. This is one he's actually been working on since he was in 6th grade, and it looks great. He kind of does a whole pan of it right here, and I don't know if I've told too many people this. I think I told you guys before that I actually had a garden railroad in high school, and then it kind of fell away as I went to college, and then I decided to build a little one back in where I live now. So garden railroads are special to me, but this one's way bigger and it looks way cooler. Plus, you got a pool right there. So looks great, Kenny.
This is a cool model railroad from Steve Quinn.
Steve's Railroad is the battlefield division of the Norfolk Southern Railroad. It is set in the fictitious town of Hampton, and it is a freelance layout, and it looks really great. And it's based on his hometown of Cowpens, South Carolina, which is a big Revolutionary War battlefield site where Nathaniel Greene engaged General Cornwallis. But it looks phenomenal. I love seeing all these little details and stuff. It looks really, really good. And it is just a great, I love seeing this little freelanced Hampton water tower right here. This looks great, Steve. Love this bridge scene as well. Looks phenomenal. Great job.
Check out this model railroad from Tim Sullivan.
Tim has a wonderful HO scale layout here, and what he has done is he has built it all entirely on IKEA Billy bookcases. You can see him kind of there in the shots. He retired in 2023, and this has become his retirement project, but looks great. I love all the wiring for lighting he's done, and I also love some of the industries that you see, especially I think the shots coming up next. Yeah, you can see right there, there's a Buc-ee's distribution center. I just think that's really, really funny, and you can just see all the work and detail that's going into this with all of the lighting and everything. He's also got a lovely lift out bridge right here. I think he said he has 2 of those actually, and just looks really great. Good job, Tim. This looks awesome.
Zach James sent this model railroad in.
Zach James is working on an in-scale layout. It's the Illinois Central Railroad and Norfolk Southern taking place in central Illinois. So a lot of cool things going on here. And I got something that I really want to show you that's neat. And I think it's a cool way that someone has done. I'm pretty sure it's corn, but this looks like the stems from Christmas trees, like artificial trees. That looks really cool. That's great thinking on that. Love this little loading platform right here. Just a lot of great stuff going on here. Getting some good work done on here. But this looks great, Zach. I really, really like this. I like this yard as well. Especially the ballast. Good job on that ballast. And this little farm scene looks phenomenal. Absolutely love it. Great job, Zach.
Here's a model railroad from Will Barkan.
Will is showing this ON3 layout that he has been working on with a friend, and it just looks phenomenal. I love O-scale narrow gauge. There's just something about narrow gauge in the Old West, and those things are just, I just absolutely love it. But this one just looks really, really great, and he says it's set up for JMRI operation. You can obviously see it has Digitrax on there, but this layout is just super pretty, and I love seeing all that. Love seeing the shay right there. This thing is just great. The old trestle, all this stuff. There's just something special about narrow gauge model railroading in the western U.S. that just looks fantastic, and there's something about it that I absolutely love. Thank you for sharing this, Will.
A couple quick things to note. I have been working on a semi-automatic mail system that when you email me your submission, that I will be able to automatically send you an email back letting you know that your submission was received and recorded and put in the queue. Still working on that. Some of you may be getting some weird emails, but that is what I'm working on right now because I haven't been able to keep up with a lot of it. And I just wanted a way to make sure that you guys know that your emails are being read and that I have seen them and put them in the queue. So that's what's going on. If you want to send in your submission, you can send that to the email in the description below. That's ddrrcommunity@gmail.com. In the meantime, check out some of these model railroad businesses.
Mini Prints creates 3D printed detail parts, figures, and animals that make your model railroad layout come alive. Get 15% off with code DIY15 at miniprints.com because it's the little things that matter most.
Trains in the Valley. Trains in the Valley is a model train shop located in Pennsylvania. They sell new and used model trains with a mission to make trains accessible to everyone. You can check them out at trainsinthevalley.com. Link in the description.
One last thing, going to start the nomination for the Viewer Model Railroad of the Year votes over on my Patreon. My patrons vote on the nominees, and then it goes to a general vote in like November, December, one of those time frames. So that's going to be starting over on my Patreon. You can join that for just $1 a month. And if you just want to be on there just to vote for whenever yours shows up, you can do that. That's totally fine. But thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.